What's good, YouTube? It's the Casual Gamer here, also known as J Bad Streams on Twitch. Make sure you go give me a follow. I'm 15 away from 200. But it is August 27th, Wednesday, meaning we are officially 2 days away from launch day of NBA 2K26. And I don't know about y'all, after all the news that dropped today, I'm ready. So as you all know by now, today was the day we got the courtside report for the city. I know most of us probably already watched the full courtside report a few times, but I am going to play it one time just for myself to make sure I didn't miss anything, and in case we have anybody here who hasn't seen anything. Feel free to skip ahead if you get straight to my concerns and the things that I love about what I've seen. But for those who haven't seen it, we're about to play it real quick and get a nice little live reaction.
What's up, y'all? Tyrese Halliburton here with Eric from NBA 2K to guide you through this year's city. The city in NBA 2K26 is driven by hoops, with a more accessible and competitive layout to keep you on the court more often. Now let's get to it.
In NBA 2K26, the city is even more accessible and convenient, making it easier to visit points of interest and, most importantly, get on the court faster. The first thing you'll notice when entering the city is how buttery smooth and fluid the movement and camera panning feels. For the first time, we are now running at 60 frames per second citywide on the...
I'm a little worried about that, I'm not gonna lie. But I guess people asked for that, as they said people asked for it. I don't know. I just hope it doesn't affect like the games, like actually in the park, you know, just upgrading the frames. 2K already doesn't have the best connection, they have latency problems, so you know the increase in frames could be concerning, but let's just hope not.
The PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series S and X consoles. Based entirely on community feedback, the city also received new lighting improvements, including a fixed time of day that will reduce harsh shadows and sunlight when playing games outdoors, in places like the park. This year, the city features an open-air plaza with a Gatorade training facility, event center, arena, and other locations all within walking distance. The theater, rec, proving grounds, swags, and more line the perimeter of the city, making it easy to go door to door to play in all of the refreshed lobbies, courts, and arenas. Not only is it easier and faster to get on the court, but with the new swap build feature, you no longer need to leave the city in order to swap between your MyPlayers. Seamlessly changed to another build best suited to what your squad needs, right on the spot. NBA 2K26 builds on 2K25's goal of a more intimate and accessible world. You can see just about every area in the city no matter where you are standing, and very quickly go from one place to another. Long a defining feature of NBA 2K, parks are back in NBA 2K26 with bold new features to make every season and even every day a new experience. Parks in NBA 2K26 have been designed with a more natural and grounded feel for a more realistic aesthetic, typical of what you'd see in a real-life environment. Access the park in 2K26 by entering the giant rotating basketball that not only serves as the centerpiece of the city, but also as your gateway to a new location featuring stunning courts. Every 6 weeks at the start of a new season, a different park environment will be introduced. Along with a number of new original designs, you will also find yourself playing in complete HD remasters of all of our iconic NBA 2K16 parks. Season 1's park is a brand new locale called Skyline Park. Set in a magnificent urban environment, Skyline Park captures the essence of hooping and competing on your favorite neighborhood courts. Team up with your friends and visit the park to start competing for bragging rights and big rewards. To support our complete redesign of parks, we've also added park MVPs, streak setters, and streak breakers to make things a little more interesting and a lot more competitive. Park MVPs, the top rep player in each park, will be marked with a park MVP icon, visible above their head and also in the bird's eye view of the court so you can easily spot where they are playing. Playing against the park MVP can be a very rewarding experience. If you can defeat the park MVP, you'll earn 5x rep and 5x VC for that game. The park MVP bonus is earnable every 3 hours, so get out there and chase them down. Streak setters. Etch your greatness in the park by setting the longest win streak for a court in the current season. The players with the longest streak on each...
Like I said, y'all, if you already watched this and just want to get to my thoughts and concerns about everything, just go ahead and skip ahead.
Court will have their names spotlighted right on the court for all to see. On the flip side, the all-new Streak Breakers feature will reward you with VC for ending another team's active win streak. The longer your opponent's streak, the more VC you'll earn for snapping it. There's no limit to how many Streak Breaker bonuses you can earn in a day, so get out there and chase those big streaks. Lastly, all park games in NBA 2K26 will give you a 25% rep bonus all year long for all games played. Come celebrate the revamped park experience with us, and we'll see you out there. In NBA 2K26, we've replaced affiliations in favor of a more custom, community-driven approach with an all-new feature called Crews. Crews is a feature where you can team up with your friends and community members to earn great rewards. Simply play games or work with your crew to complete weekly goals that help you rise through the ranks of all 30 crew levels, earning rewards in the process. You can unlock custom-branded crew clothing featuring your own uploaded crew logo, VC and rep bonuses, unlimited boosts, max +1 badge perks, and yes, even cap breakers. Crews can be exclusive to you and your friends if you want, or you can grow your crew to a maximum of 50 players. Crews offer flexibility and a creative outlet for everyone. Your gamer plate will allow others to see which crew you are representing, your crew logo, and your crew level to show off your progress. Gather your crew and keep an eye on the crew leaderboard to see who is truly running the city. Challenges are a new feature in NBA 2K26 that offer a great way to both learn what the city has to offer as well as, well, challenge you to see what heights you can reach. Complete beginner, daily, seasonal, and lifetime challenges, and the rewards will start flowing your way as you rack up stats. Keeping the competitive theme going, we've added leaderboards all around the city so everyone can keep an eye on where they rank. In 2K26, there are new types of leaderboards to track your accomplishments. These include modes, geo-rank, and crews. Mode leaderboards focus on the players with the most wins in the park, theater, the rec, proving grounds, starting five, and ante up. You can also view your own rank on these leaderboards to see how well you measure up against the competition. These leaderboards are updated daily, and the #1 ranked player in each mode will have a giant 12-foot statue of their My Player built right outside of that mode's building. Geo-rank leaderboards celebrate the most victorious players across the globe and allow you to filter by different geographical regions, including all 50 US states. If you are one of the top players in any region of the world, you will get a custom show-off flare shown during your pre-game intros. If you are the #23 player in California or the #7 player in France, everyone is going to know your name. So get out there and rep your home. The Pro-Am Summit is a new experience in NBA 2K26 that offers true, competitive, tournament-based team play. Twice a season, try your luck in the Pro-Am Summit and enter 3v3 and 5v5 tournaments to compete for citywide recognition and some awesome rewards. The Pro-Am Summit will take place every 3 weeks with competitive play happening on Saturday and Sunday of Summit weekends. To qualify, all your team needs to do is play 10 Pro-Am games together in the weeks leading up to the next Summit. During Summit weekend, each game your team plays is scored based on the outcome and your performances. The Pro-Am Summit leaderboard ranks each team by the sum of your 5 highest game scores for that weekend. The top 5, top 10, and top 100 teams will each receive elite rewards fit for the best organized teams in the city. Become basketball. This all-in-one unique look out in the city. My Court is your dedicated space to controls. You can customize the court. Even the basket stanchion design itself can be customized to complete your look. It's been fun chatting about the new features.
So yeah, if that was your first time seeing it, I pretty much let you see all the important stuff, skipped over the stuff that's pretty much the same from last year. So now we're about to get into some of the things that I love and some of the things that I don't like, and I hope y'all drop some comments. Let me know what you like and what you don't like, what you're concerned about for this year's city experience. First thing that I got on my list, which is something that everybody probably has on theirs too, is everything is getting closer together, and I feel like 2K has been doing a good job actually every year just shrinking the size of the city from when they first introduced the city. Used to just have to be running around everywhere, not having to do that, and everything being in one place, from the rec, pro-am, proving grounds, all of that, and also being close to that sphere, the new sphere that they added to get into the city. I like how they just got everything in one place. You don't got to travel to a park. Everything that you might want to play is right there in one spot, in one plaza, which is actually extra important this year because they are really pushing the city this year. As you guys saw, we get like 25 boost rep just for playing in the city. So if you want us in the city, you have to let us get into the city as fast as possible if we're already going to be waiting in spots to play games. So yeah, that's a W for 2K. I will say after watching this reveal, they have been listening to their community, and I wish other franchises would listen to their community a little bit. Call of Duty. But yeah, let's move along. The next thing that I have is the swap build feature. Pretty self-explanatory. I say another W for 2K because, you know, they want us to spend as much time in the park as possible, so not having to go back to the main menu just to change your player, have to reload into the park, get back partied up. W on that swap build feature. Next thing, also very important to the park experience, since they are really trying to push us to play park this year. What was it? The closer courts. Just, yeah, not having to run around. I feel like I spent like the last 2 years in theater, you guys, because the park was just so bad. I don't know how you guys even played in there. Like, first of all, I don't like to wait to play a video game. I don't like getting on a video game and having to wait to play. Like, come on, bro. I'm a grown man with a life. I don't got time to do that. But it seems like they took that into consideration this year, so they at least gave us just a more simple park, a bunch of courts just laid out all next to each other. You don't got to run around the whole park looking for a game. Everything is just kind of right there. I still really don't like the concept of sitting and waiting to play the game, like, just because that's just what comes with park at this point. I wish there was something to where you could just somehow play park, but it's like the theater experience. That's where I spent like I spent the last 2 or 3 years in theater, just because Once you gave me a mode where I don't have to sit on a spot and wait to play anymore and I could just jump in the game like that, I was on that. And I feel like a lot of people felt like that. That's why they have to do all these park incentives that we're going to talk about. But yeah, we'll just use that to transition right into it. Park incentives, all of the incentives that they added. 2K, good job not being too stingy with the VC. We don't want no extra rep. I mean, extra rep is cool. We do want extra rep, but we want the extra VC for stuff. So the fact we get extra VC for what? Beating the park MVP gets you some extra VC and extra rep. And also breaking a streak gets you, I seen what, on the trailer y'all saw, it was like 20,000 for beating a streak. I wonder what streak that is to get the 20,000. Like, if you beat somebody on a 10-win streak, a 5-win streak, you get the 20,000, whatever it is, however they said it, I'm interested to see. But just having, that incentive there, give me a reason to go to the park at least and wait on a spot to play the game. And a lot of the stuff that they added does give us a reason to do that. I just hope that they have just enough servers, you feel me? I don't want no packed parks. It's going to be crazy the first day. I really do not want to have to wait over one game. I shouldn't have to be waiting over one game ever to just play a video game. That's just how I feel. The thing I am interested in that I didn't hear them mention is what do the people get that are the park MVPs, like per game. If you're the park MVP, I'm assuming you probably get extra something, but I don't think they said anything. What do you get when you're on the streak? So if you're on the streak, do you get VC? Like, you get a VC bonus for every win that you're on the streak, which is kind of what I asked for in my last video about Proving Grounds. If you haven't seen that, go watch it. We're going to be talking about Proving Grounds later in this video too, because I don't think that they put anything into it, but that's going to be on my concerns. But yeah, I wonder what the rewards are for the people who are on the streak, actually. Next thing that I really love is 2K finally getting on their stuff that a lot of games have been on for years. 2K is finally evolving with the rest of the world, the idea of crews. A lot of games had this. I think Call of Duty had this one year. It was just like your clan. Like, you're in a clan, but your clan as a whole is all working towards something. That's pretty much what 2K Crews is. You can have 50 people in your crew. You guys don't have to all be playing together, but you guys are all working towards these rewards. And from what I've seen, it's a lot of good rewards. Actually, I saw a lot of VC stuff. They had the cap breaker and a few good things. I will go back and check those out. So it seems like it's going to be worth really being inside of a crew this year. They're really trying to push competition, playing with your friends and all that. And I like 2K doing that inside of a world that kind of a video game world that has been kind of stepping back on just the competitive nature of games. They kind of, like, a lot of games try to make everything balanced now. 2K doesn't seem like they're running with that this year, but I do have a concern later I'm going to talk about with the skill-based matchmaking, but we'll get to that later. From everything that we're seeing though, it seems like they're really pushing competition, which actually brings me to my next thing. Since we were talking about competition, the addition of detailed leaderboards inside of a gaming world where a lot of games are trying to hide their stats now. They don't want people to feel bad. 2K said F that. We putting everything out there, and I love that. Being able to see where you rank compared to some of the best players in the world, it's just always been a fun thing about gaming ever since leaderboards have became a thing. So the fact that a lot of games move away from that now and 2K is going back to that, I love that. And it's leaderboards for everything. You got leaderboards for Proving Grounds. You got leaderboards for Pro-Am. You got leaderboards for the park. Just everything all separated, different locations. You got the world leaderboards. I think they said they got by country, by state. Just everything out there. Like, this is how gaming should be. That's how games should be. I don't know how we got into this day and age where everybody tries to hide stats now. So yeah, again, big W 2K. That type of stuff is important to me. Alright, last but not least, what I got on my list of things to love is the Pro-Am summits. Pro-Am tournaments every weekend. I love how they're adding some incentive to play Pro-Am again too, because Pro-Am kind of last year seemed dead, and it seems like they're leaning more towards Pro-Am this year than Proving Grounds, which we're going to talk about in my things I'm concerned about in a second. But yeah, all the stuff they added for Pro-Am, it looks like we're about to be in Pro-Am and Park this year. This is where they want us. Or should I say, this is where they're pushing us towards. But yeah, I'm very, very interested to see how these Pro-Am summits go. It just sucks because I work on weekends mainly. But it says you just got to play like 10 games to be entered into the summit. So I should be fine. Y'all going to see me in there. I'll be cooking y'all. Just trust me. You going to know it's me. Actually, if I'm grinding how I'm supposed to be grinding, I shouldn't even be working by the time 2K27 comes out. But I need y'all to help me out with that. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, like button, drop some comments. Let me know everything that you love about what you saw on the city report today. Let me know what you're looking forward to, and also let me know what you're concerned about. I'm about to get into the concerns. I think I hit everything on the things that I love list. So yeah, we about to get into some of the things that I'm concerned about. Alright, the first thing, y'all probably know, man, I just made like a whole 11-minute video about Proving Grounds. So I woke up today, seen the city reveal dropped, I'm watching, seeing everything, Pro-Am, My Court, Park News, waiting till the end, and I see Street Ball. That's how we're ending it? Street Ball and what, My Court? No mention of Proving Grounds at all inside of the courtside report, which tells me from everything they told us that they are really focusing on pushing us towards the park and Pro-Am this year, which is kind of weird. I say it's weird because they literally just added this new competitive ranked mode to their game last year. It seems like they were buying into just the ranked space and focusing on that. It seems like this year they're going away from that, which just kind of makes me ask, what's the point of really even having Proving Grounds? And that's another concern that I'm going to talk about. Is there just too much places to play? Do we need all these places to play if this is where we're going? Like, you're pushing people towards park. You're obviously pushing people towards Pro-Am. What's really the point anymore of theater and Proving Grounds? Are they just kind of just going to be there until they fade out and you guys just take them out at some point? But, yeah, seeing no mention of Proving Grounds was kind of disappointing in me, but seeing all the stuff that we get for playing inside the park and also just all the stuff that they have for Pro-Am this year, as long as I have somewhere to play competitively, which it looks like it's going to be Pro-Am, then I'm fine. I was just kind of looking forward to some type of Proving Grounds news. Maybe they changed something, made everything smoother, but I have a feeling it's just going to be the same exact thing as last year, which kind of sucks because Proving Grounds was terrible on 2K25. Yeah, the next thing on my list was actually too much places to play, but we kind of already went into that. Man, bro, I really like the theater, but it really just seems like they don't want to send theater. So what's the point of having a theater? I don't know. I don't get it. Once you start adding boosts to play certain places than other places, then it kind of just leaves us no choice but to go play in the place where that's going to incentivize us the most. The next thing that I have on my list of concerns is the waiting time, of course. Like I said, I hope they just have a bunch of servers open and, like, I don't know, maybe put limits on each park of how much people could be there, because I'm not trying to wait. I shouldn't have to wait 2 games to play 1 game, bro. I shouldn't have to wait 2 games to get on the court in a video game. I'm not doing it. I'm not waiting to get on the spot. If I have to wait to get on the spot and then wait to get in the game, you're going to catch me in theater. I don't care about the 25%. You're going to catch me in the theater, Proving Grounds, or Pro-Am, because I just can't do the waiting thing, bro. I don't got time for that. Now, the next thing that I'm worried about that I don't think anybody's really thought about yet, but it is going to be a thing somehow. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to be, but people are going to find a way to exploit this 20,000 for the win streak thing. Like, just, I don't know. It just seems exploitable. Letting somebody beat you to get a free 20,000 VC. I feel like it's going to be a thing somehow. People are going to be able to load in together. Think about it. 2-on-2, you only need 2 people. You could get 2 of your friends a free 20,000 VC by letting them beat you if you go on a 5-game or 10-game win streak. That's gonna be a thing at some point, and 2K is gonna have to figure out how to, I don't know, how to combat that, or else people are gonna be exploiting for VC, and they're just gonna not want to incentivize us with VC again, because this is what happens. People start exploiting the system. But who cares, bro? Y'all make enough money. Who cares? I'm just saying, it's going to be a thing. Remember, I said it first. People are going to find a way to exploit this VC system, all of this stuff, all the incentives inside the park that give you VC. People are going to find a way to exploit it, and I'm not mad at them. We've been getting exploited for all these years. I just want to know what 2K's response is going to be to that. Wow, I actually just thought of an easier way. Is literally just, if you get into a park, especially them nights, like them weeknights when the park is dead and nobody might be on the 2s court, or maybe there's only like 2 more people or whatever it may be. Say you just get a dead park and you just in there playing 2s, and y'all keep playing each other. Because it's a lot of times I will go to 2s or like 3s inside of a park, and I'm just playing the same people over and over again. So say somebody's on 2-on-2. They beat somebody 5 times in a row. They're able to get 5 quick games in. Okay, let's say, we get 5,000 VC extra for beating somebody on a streak. Now, I'm about to let them beat me for 5,000 VC, and they just keep doing that. I'm telling you guys, like, bro, people are going to exploit this for VC somehow, and I just wonder what 2K is going to do to combat it. So that's pretty much it, man. That's all the things that I'm concerned about. That's all the things that I love. I guess I'll just go through the list again. So, everything that I love, everything being closer together inside that plaza, the SWAT build feature, closer courts inside the park, all the incentives to actually play inside the park, specifically that park MVP, extra VC and rep to beat the park MVP, streak records, 20K. Oh, I forgot to mention, where they display the longest win streak on the court for the season or whatever that was dope that they displayed on the screen. Like I said, just another thing that they add just with leaderboards that just incentivizes people to play and compete. 20K VC for ending a streak, however much. I want to know how much that streak is. If you end like a 10-game win streak, is it a 20-game win streak to get that 20,000? I want to know what that's going to be. And yeah, I just love how 2K seems like they're being less stingy with VC this year. They're incentivizing us with VC. And the things that I'm concerned about, no mention of Proving Grounds. I guess that's just me. I don't think anybody really cared about Proving Grounds. I just feel like it had potential. It could have been something. Just a ranked competitive 2K mode would have been cool if they actually put time into it. Doesn't seem like they're worried about it this year, though. Another thing I forgot to talk about right here. No mention of skill-based matchmaking. So yes, they have all this stuff to incentivize us to play in the park and to push us to compete. But how does skill-based matchmaking play into all this, especially inside the park? I didn't play park like the last 2 years, so I don't know how the skill-based matchmaking worked in there, but you could definitely feel the skill-based matchmaking in theater. So I wonder how that's going to work. Boosting could be a thing. Lag from increased frames. I hope that doesn't like affect us on the court, like the increased frames that they were talking about at the beginning. Waiting time, and yeah, too much places to play. Do we just have too much places to play on 2K at this point? I don't know. But it seems like we're going to be in Park and Pro-Am this year, and the Rec, of course. Personally, I have not been this excited for a 2K in a while. I was already excited just because as soon as they told me that there's no RNG this year, that's what killed it for me. Honestly, if they added all of this stuff, I wouldn't be that excited if they still had RNG in the game, because that was just the ruining factor for me. You could have all of this stuff. You could add as much. 2K25 was a good game without RNG, if you ask me. Like, I enjoyed 2K25, the gameplay, but the RNG just made it a repetitive, predictable experiences, which is just something that I hate in video games. I don't like predictable experiences. I don't like knowing when I'm going to miss a shot because the game is going to make me miss a shot. Let me miss the shot. And I hope shooting is more difficult this year. I think it is going to be more difficult just because there's no RNG. So shooting is going to be a little more challenging. So I'm telling everybody right now, put the three-point rating up. A lot of people are trying to get by with like 83 to like 90, 92 threes. I think we're going to need our three-point rating pretty high to shoot good this year, but that's just me. Listen to me or not, I'm doing that on day one. I appreciate you guys joining me though. Like I said, let me know in the comments some of the stuff y'all looking forward to on Friday and some of the stuff you're concerned about on Friday. Of course, I'm concerned about them servers too. Ooh, I didn't mention that. Global release. Why are we doing the global release of everybody at the same time? Why can I not get on the game at 5 a.m. like last year? Why do they always change stuff like that? Because, yeah, everybody's about to be on at the same time. And, yeah, it's probably going to be impossible to play a game like the first few hours. But first few hours, I'm going to be in builder anyway. So it's all good, man. Yeah, let me know what you guys are concerned about. Let me know what you love in the comments. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe so I do not have to work by this time next year. It really depends on y'all and my grind. I'm going to be on here every day, but I need y'all to support. Appreciate y'all. It's the Casual Gamer, also known as J Bad Streams on Twitch, and I'm up out of here.